This week I'll talk about Starbucks, conversations, Facebook shops, and stories. And this is Trends on Thursdays, where I tell you about the trends I discussed with my clients this week. First up, Starbucks. I've talked about changing business models a few times over the last couple of months for good reason. With customer behavior changing due to the pandemic, business models have to change too, otherwise you might end up like the dinosaurs. Anyways, Starbucks has grown being the third place into a global business model, meaning you're at home or at work or the other place, the third place you're comfortable, which is Starbucks. Seeing people aren't really that comfortable anywhere these days, the third place has to change as well, adapt or be the last place you'd want to be. Hence, Starbucks is closing 400 locations nationwide while expanding pickup, curbside, or mobile-only locations. If you're in a high foot traffic area, expect even walk-up windows, and then I guess you'll have to find a comfortable place. For your business, this means that you might want to give your business model a once-over as well, examining if people still feel the same about your business as they did just 6 months ago. Alternatively, what can you do to make them feel more comfortable or use their new behavior or concerns to your advantage? Telehealth, for example, has become a big draw for doctors, even those that hated the idea as recent as March. Time to look around and just figure it out. Next up, customer conversations. When it comes down to customer service, getting the customer what they want has always been the number one goal. Whether it's finding a certain item or making a return happen, you want to make sure that they're happy. Lately, more and more companies are figuring out that the personal touch in customer service involves conversation. I've personally always had the gift of talking to people, and it's always interesting how total strangers will tell me all kinds of stuff and leave as friends. That gift is becoming more of a popular skill in customer service. Zappos, for example, encourages their staff to chat with customers as long as it takes about anything and everything. As a result, customers are happy and feel much more connected to a company that they arguably have very little in common with otherwise, aside from the love of shoes, I guess. At the end of the day, B2C and B2B commerce is all about H2H, human to human. The question is, how closely can you connect with your customers? Maybe even have your company leadership go and answer the phones here or there to figure out what's going on in the trenches. Or maybe you get them in a Zoom call with actual customers and connecting them on a genuine level. Next up, Facebook shops. E-commerce has become much more important as people turn to online shopping. Facebook, along with every other social media platform, pretty much has become a whole lot busier as well. So if you're in charge of things as Facebook, you might put two and two together and start a unified shopping platform, and that's pretty much what Facebook Shops is. With a dedicated shopping tab in the Facebook app, the shops could help business of all sizes sell and perhaps even make online selling a little easier than even the big commerce platforms offer right now. If you've ever set up a Shopify store, it can be a little challenging to set up and maintain, even though their plugin system makes it a whole lot easier than what it used to be. But that's not the hard part. The hard part is getting traffic to it, which is often where Facebook or Google ads come in, depending on your product. The benefit with a Facebook store then is that they own the platform that brings the traffic and all the data, which gives them an edge over all the other platforms that cater to retailers of various sizes. Look for Facebook telling you what you'll want to buy before you ever want to buy it, coming soon to a phone near you. One more, stories. The newsfeed on Facebook and Instagram is basically a constantly scrolling competition for attention. Even though the mobile platform that's missing the right-hand ads that appear on the desktop version, it's seldom that my screen is filled with just one post. That's where stories come in, and that's what makes them so appealing to apparently all ages. Stories is also one of the top 3 social media platforms to watch videos from brands, where 67% of marketers post at least once a week. On the consumer side, 44% of Facebook users have checked out stories in the last 30 days. If you're producing content for stories, remember they are 15-second vertical format, and if you don't catch attention right away, you'll probably get skipped pretty quickly. Overall, watch time on stories has been trending up, much like its cousin Instagram, so it's time to get into stories with some, well, compelling stories. And if you made this a drinking game, for when I say stories, you would have had to take 8 shots or so in the last minute and a half. Anyways, that's it for this week's Trends on Thursdays. I'll be back next week. I'm Tobias Wilhelm.